Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Closers Podcast. I'm your host, Marco Alvarado. Today, we got two OGs in the house. The OG guest, Quinn Kalani, the Moondog himself, is here, reprising his role as somewhat of a co-host, somewhat of an instigator. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And then we got the guest of honor, the Navy's own, Aaron AA Alvis. What's up?
Surprised you can count to 16.
How are you surprised?
Ahoy.
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 You can count to 16. I'm just happy you bought some Kings, so I could drink some Kings and kick back.
Yeah.
Talk about some life.
I know that you're a fan of podcasts in general, so I had to have you on, man.
I am.
You have a lot of things to say, I feel like.
I am. I listen to Main Event Moto podcast, the Pulp MX podcast. Oh, the Joe Rogan podcast here and there.
You listen to Bill Burr, the Bill Burr podcast?
Don't listen to Bill Burr.
Not Billy?
No.
You're missing out. That's a funny one.
Yeah,
He's
if
a
it ain't two wheels, it's no wheels. So
that's
kind of how I feel about it. But
yeah,
I'm pumped. I'm back for a few days. I've already been back for, I would say, about 10 days now. I was back on the 12th of July.
Oh, really?
Be honest.
Kind of back.
Is that 8 days too many?
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Going a little stir crazy, not doing a whole lot.
Really?
But, I mean, it's cool. It's, I'm pumped to actually get to, enjoy my time, to kind of just sit around and kind of hang out.
Yeah.
See some friends and whatnot. No, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We did March, April, May, June, July, 5 months. I'd say four and a quarter of some months.
Yeah.
Half a quarter of some months.
Yeah.
Away from town. Obviously I went to Utah and then I went to Oregon afterwards. And
Boom. Yep.
I was gone for, a little while then, but this would be a whole nother story.
Oh, we can get into some
getting ready to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Old CBN 76, Ronald Reagan. Show up to the whole port with the 84 Reagan Bush old shirt on. But no, I'm waiting for actually my sponsor to send me an email back of if I need to show up in my dress uniform or if I actually need to, show up in, my civilian clothes. I don't know if they need me to blend in or not. But
I feel it.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. For everybody that's wondering, Aaron just finished his first, like you said, 4.5 months in the Navy. He's in town for a little bit, and then he's going to ship out to old Japan, where the sun never sets. Well, that's not really a nickname for it, but it's mine. Let's see. So, you're kind of a legend around these parts. A lot of people know you. A lot of people like you, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say we got a few people that are a fan of me.
Yeah.
I'd say it's more or less the old timers that are a fan of me more than anything.
Yeah.
I get along with pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
They're a fan of you down at Faces, ain't they?
Yeah, I don't think so. You're wild. You're wild. I don't think so. All right, this is where this show's going.
I didn't say anything, dog.
I guarantee it.
That's why I called it Quinn the instigator, man. Sometimes
he
throws darts.
I know he does.
And they hit the bullseye.
He's a dart thrower. I know. He swings and misses, though.
Nah.
That's for sure.
Nah. Like when he tried to double leg takedown you.
Oh, that's when he tried to tell Marco he got the old 3 for 3 on me on my back. Haven't been on my back once around you, brother.
No.
We ain't going to start this right now.
Well, you did say on the podcast.
This is what happened. I referenced the Christmas party when you shot in on a double leg and you secured the takedown, but I secured the superior position when I secured the guillotine choke. And that's how it ended.
I don't think so.
It ended with the choke secured.
I don't think so.
It ended with the choke secured.
I don't think so. Nah.
No. You know the choke was in.
I don't know.
I'll say I haven't taken you down since. And I'll say I haven't won a grapple since. But that one time at the Christmas party.
At the Christmas party?
I don't think so.
Well,
I'm not the one to say, but I'm just saying I don't think
being around all them concussive shells must have knocked some sense out of you, brother, because that's what happened. And if truth need to be proven again, I shoot you down on you again.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit.
Well, Aaron was a wrestler for a time, which is why he's beaten Quinn in these contests. All but one time.
Not too long.
Yeah.
Not too long.
Yeah.
Did a couple years. You know, put some people on their backs. I got put on my back.
Right.
I've been cross-faced a time or two.
Whew. Yeah.
You know, I know what it feels like. It's a good time. Definitely wish I would have taken it a little more serious. Actually, would have wished I would have taken school a little more serious. Actually, growing up and
Really
realizing what school is actually
That's the game.
doing. Yeah, actually realizing what school does for you in the long run. But you know, there's not a whole lot you could do about it now. You know, we don't got no time machines.
Yeah.
That's the game.
That's the
That's
Jose.
the game.
That's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game.
Shout out Santiago.
Santiago. Yeah, Santiago.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, we had a good time. Wrestling, you know, obviously my dad's really competitive.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of put a competitive spirit into me.
Yeah.
You know, always, you know, obviously, you know, my number one fan,
Mm-hmm.
you know, grilling into me, you know, to be better, and you know, at times, like, I was just kind of satisfied with a couple of things that, like, you know, like, oh, I did this is okay.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, obviously my dad wanting me to be elite and do things better is, you know, kind of, it's understandable being at this age now, like, understanding kind of where he's coming from.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
obviously being younger and having things kind of grilled into you, you kind of just build a bridge and you're just kind of like, you know what, Dad, I don't really want to do this,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But, I mean, you just kind of, you live and learn. That's kind of how life kind of takes you in a whole circle, you know. You just kind of live and learn and you deal with it, you know.
Is that something that you learned in wrestling? Because I know when I was wrestling, I learned a lot about discipline and, like, taught me kind of just, like, how to keep my head on straight a little bit more. I don't know. The coaches that I had were pretty hard on me, so.
I think a lot of the learning I did was probably right after high school. Me and my dad had like a really, really short falling out. I was just kind of a punk ass kid, rebel, wasn't really
Rode dirt bikes.
Yeah, and you know, thought I was, you know, too cool for school, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously
You were pretty cool though.
I thought I was cool. You know, obviously I wasn't cool enough to, you know, to stay home. Yeah, you know, me and my dad had a falling out, and shortly after I got a job working here. After, you know, going through, you know, failing my drug test for the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
My
so
dad
you
was
tried
like,
to go into the Navy right after high school?
Yeah, I tried to go to the Navy after high school, and, you know, obviously my dad, you know, hearing from my recruiter or whoever called him, you know, was like, hey, your son failed his drug test, he's not going to be able to join. You just kind of like, you know, I went home and I kind of just, I don't really remember, I kind of just dreaded him coming home. Really.
Yeah. Because you knew you were going to get it.
Yeah, and it was just kind of like, I think they let like a good like 2 or 3 months go by, and they were just like, you need to get a job, otherwise, you know, you need, you know, come work with, you know, my dad was like, come work with me, and my dad's, you know, he's a maintenance foreman at a brick plant off of Jackson. You know, and it's just like, do I really want to do that, or, you know, what, you know, or do I need to go find a job? And my Aunt Kathleen, I guess, came by here to get a notary done. She said that there was a hiring sign. And I came, like a week or so later.
Yeah.
And,
in the rain.
You know, the old story, you know, Greg will tell you that story a million times.
Yeah.
Old, you know. Old double A come riding his bike in the rain, come ask me for a job. And he hired me on spot.
Yeah.
You know, and that was kind of like the beginning of the first, 4 or 5 years that I was here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, kind of ventured out, went to Utah.
Yeah, you went to Utah.
Yeah, kind of, you know, went to Utah.
Land of the Holy.
Land of the Holy.
The Lost Tribe.
Yeah, land of a lot of holes, too.
Oh, I bet.
But, yeah.
Whoa,
I'll tell you what. Land of a lot of holes, but yeah, you know, that didn't really pan out all too well for me.
Yeah.
You know, I should should have taken that a little more serious.
What's your advice for people that are planning to just like move out of state, but like just want to go and like adventure, go travel out? Like,
stick with it.
Just stick with it.
Yeah, just keep your grind going. Don't let anybody interfere. Don't let anybody stop. I mean, obviously it was my first time being away from home.
Yeah.
Like actually being away from home. Not having mom and dad just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Like.
Yeah.
We were a few hours away,
oh, yeah.
So it was kind of tough on me. But at the same time, like, I had friends that were around-ish, 45 minutes to an hour away, which kind of sucked. But at the same time, you kind of just, you deal with it. And then obviously, women play a role in me being, around.
Yeah.
Or women play a role in your life sometimes, and they kind of just take over, and that's kind of really what happened. I moved up to Oregon.
After Utah.
After Utah, and I was in Oregon working for his girlfriend's dad. That was cool. Probably one of the greatest experience I've ever had. Actually, working actually like really hard. And that was cool.
Yeah.
As much as her and I, fell out and things didn't work out, as much as I, kind of regret it. I'm kind of grateful at the opportunity that her dad and her really kind of gave me to actually be, there and a part of like their business, which was cool.
Yeah.
Came back,
manager.
Came back, manager.
Woo!
Old Quinn Kalani was here. Like, who the fuck is this white boy coming back into this damn store?
What was your first impression of Aaron, Quinn?
He probably thought I was a douchebag.
No. I was my only concern was whether or not it was going to cut into my hours. 100%. I remember saying that to everybody. I was like, "Hey, man, I ain't trying to lose no motherfucking hours because of this shit." I just remember telling Joey, like, "Figure this out." Just over and over again. I just be like, "Joey, figure this out. I ain't losing no hours." He'd be like, "Oh my god."
Fucking Joey.
So, so you didn't have it at first impression. You didn't be like, "Oh, this guy. I thought he'd be taller. I thought he'd be shorter. Like nothing juicy."
You have to understand. There's a certain recognition between predatory animals.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
sometimes it's a stare. Sometimes you just catch something on the wind. When Aaron walked into the store again, what he immediately recognized was that there was another dog here. And it was a big dog. Aaron's a big dog too.
Yeah.
And we were able to form a pack. And we got all you other pups here.
Hey, wings of a feather flock together.
That's right. And Aaron's about to go to Japan. I'm leaving, and it's about time for you young pups to go out and learn how to hunt and kill and do cool stuff on your own.
If you had a beer in your hand, I'd cheers you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So you basically recognized his realness when he walked in.
I mean, it was just no judgments. It was just,
Interesting.
I realized, when I came in, he had some sharp elbows about him. He could kick some knees backwards. Wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
Like a mule, brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Hit the old donkey kick, and let me tell you. You be hurt in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So, Aaron was the manager here at this store that me, Quinn, Erwin, the ex-guest, Joey, the ex-guest, Jose, the felon, who was on episode 4. Victor,
we haven't heard from him again.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him since that episode. I wonder why. Yeah, and Evan, who was on the NBA Finals preview podcast. Prince Ivan.
Long may he reign.
We all worked together, and Aaron for a long time was the manager at the store. And when I was 17, I got hired on. I was supposed to get. You had to be.
When I was a young boy,
you had to be. You shut the fuck up.
To the store.
So I was 17, but the age limit to be hired here at the store that we work at is 18, and like the owner.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! So you were underage.
Yeah,
You were a minor.
I was a little tyke, right?
Your hiring was statutory.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was weird, but yeah. So I walked in and I gave my resume to Greg and I wanted to talk to him and stuff, and I thought that I wouldn't get the job at all because it was 18, and then I got a call. I get the job basically, and then I find out like years later that if it wasn't for Aaron being like, "Give the little kid a chance," I wouldn't have gotten the job. So my life would be super different if Aaron wouldn't have vouched for me, and he didn't even know me.
Where do you think you'd be working right now? Hot Topic? Do you think you'd be selling glowing black light posters at a Hot Topic?
No, I wouldn't be at a fucking Hot Topic. I'd probably be, I don't know. I know that. Fuck, I honestly didn't apply to any other places, but I'd probably be working at like a fucking like dealership or something with my dad, or
car dealership.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a dark road.
I'd probably be like a parts dude.
That's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You get stuck in there and you start selling cars.
Hepatitis, see you later.
All of a sudden you're, I don't need to go to school. I'm selling Trans Hams.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Pontiac's out of business, brother. You're gonna be doing all kinds of wrong things.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So, I don't need to follow the law when I'm selling Impalas.
So I don't know where I'd be, but I know that I wouldn't have been here, and I wouldn't. This podcast probably wouldn't have even been a thing if it wasn't for Double A. If you want to take it far enough back, so it's just kind of cool little tidbit behind the scenes look at the formation,
the tree, the Closers
tree.
Podcast tree.
Yeah, Aaron's like the grandpa of the tree,
the seed. You're the nut.
I watched you growing up. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you have watched me grow up.
You're the nut from
your
which
damn
Marco
hair
grew.
hasn't gotten any shorter.
Yeah, no, my hair hasn't.
But
well, no, it has actually.
Yeah, for a hot second.
Yeah.
Real hot second.
Yeah. For about a year, I grew it out, and then I cut it in October.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just funny, man. Learned a lot from old Double A over the years, especially, I don't know. I didn't really see my older brother a whole lot, so like the guys here definitely were kind of, good
we're
friends.
Here for you.
Oh yeah, they're here.
We were here for you.
We're here.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good stint there for a while.
There was a moment when there's like a height of everything. When like the Bulls were like at their height.
Oh yeah, and they did the 78. And
there's a time when the store was at its height where
we had the A team.
We had the A team.
Yeah.
We had the A team going.
We were rolling all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
I'm for sure Baracus. I'm for sure B.A. Baracus.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Nah, who else gonna be old B.A.?
You're more like Moana more than anything.
Moana has nothing to do with A team.
Moana was on the A team. You don't remember?
Yeah.
Moana was on the A team.
Yeah.
The A team.
You ever see Captain America?
The television show, the A team.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
I know that's what you were talking about. I was just going with it.
What A team were you talking about?
I don't know. I was making up an A team.
He thought the Avengers, and then because Disney, Moana, Disney Avengers makes sense.
I think that was a train to Nowhereville.
Damn.
That's all right.
That's hot. That's cold, man.
You're going to Hawaii?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. 3 weeks.
You about to be one with old Mother Nature herself.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited to land. I'm gonna go get in the waters and just feel it.
You about to be a beached whale. That's what's going to happen.
Nah. I put in the work to lose that flubber, that candle, wax.
Wait till you get to Waikiki. You're gonna be that beached whale. You're gonna be like, damn.
You think I'm
there's all kinds of food around here.
I might not have them, but see, the good thing is, I won't have the money for it.
Oh.
Yeah, until you start making good money.
I'll be eating pretty much just campus food. Hopefully, I'll be eating poke all day because the poke will be cheaper because
it's right there.
Bam.
That's true.
Maybe
it's just a catch away.
What I'll probably do is like turn into a Super Saiyan version of myself. My hair will grow back.
I don't know about that. That's wishful thinking,
I'll gain
brother.
like 20 pounds of just pure muscle mass.
You gain 20 pounds of hair, if anything.
That'd be crazy.
That's it. That's what's gonna happen.
What are you gonna do for work?
To have a great beard. What?
What are you gonna do for work? Are you gonna work at another store like this out there?
Greg already hooked it up.
Oh, he did.
You didn't know that?
Well, I did, but I didn't know if that was a for sure thing. I just hadn't.
It's
heard
not
it.
a for sure thing,
No.
but I just gotta make the connection.
Oh, okay.
But
Nice.
odds
Right.
are. I mean, you know, they know about the hut, then they know about, you know.
Java the Hutt.
Greg's name carries weight,
Yeah.
especially in the UPS store
Dude.
functions.
Oh,
Real weight.
Yeah.
Real weight.
yeah.
That's
I
for
put
damn sure.
Greg down as a reference, and I'm walking in leather boots.
Yeah, it's true.
We be knowing.
I'm walking in cowboy boots.
That's how it was for me when I lived in SF too.
Yeah,
Same thing. That's
I
why I got
mean,
hired. Cause
I didn't even like ask or nothing. Greg just walked in. He was like, "I got an employee who's gonna be moving here, and he's gonna be looking for a job." It was bam.
Hey, let me tell you,
No, that's
Greg.
crazy.
Hey, Greg will stick your neck out. I don't care who you are.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Set
care
it
how.
up.
I don't care how much he's. I want to say how much of a prick he could be, but you know how like irrational sometimes like you may feel about him.
Yeah.
He will do anything
That's
in
just
his
because he's a
power.
Republican.
No, no, Jesus Christ! He's just a good dude.
No. No, he's a really good dude.
He's
I
just
just play it. I always just bust his chops
Yeah, I
about being
know.
a Republican.
I know.
He might vote for Mayor Pete though.
He ought to vote for Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete's all right. Don't sleep on old Mayor Pete.
He's a puppet.
He's
He's a puppet.
He's just a good dude. He's
Yeah.
he'll stick his neck out for you. He's taken care of me quite a few times.
Great man.
You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times he's taken care of me and how many things that I've done wrong that he could have been like, Double A, you hepatitis, see you later.
Yeah.
You're gone forever.
Yeah.
But he tends to stick around the people that he trusts, which is cool. Like
Yeah.
He's
loyal. And you guys
He's
know
loyal.
that.
He's loyal.
Oh,
if you're
definitely.
loyal to him, he's loyal to you.
He's loyal to the
Exactly,
people
yeah.
that he's
It's a fair trade.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if there's any sort of knowledge that me and Aaron can pass on to any of the next generation of the
Of the boys.
people listening or
Yeah.
anyone here, is leave. Leave California. Leave your home.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out of your small corner.
Right.
Get
Get a taste.
a
Dip
taste.
your feet in.
Get a taste for what
Get
the
your
world
toes in
is
the
like.
water and your ass in the sand.
Yeah.
Get a taste for what the world is like. You don't need as much money as you think you need.
Right.
You don't need to work as hard as you think you do.
Yeah.
That doesn't. It's not saying you don't need to work hard,
Yeah. Just not as.
but
hard as-
I'm just saying it's not out of the realm of possibility. It seems like that because it's such a daunting idea. You're on your own finally,
Yeah.
but it is achievable. It is incredibly realistic once you realize that, and I would encourage anyone under anyone out of high school. You just need to leave for a minute, and you just need to understand what it is to be on your own.
I agree. It's It also makes you appreciate
That's how you grow.
a lot of things too.
You can't.
It does.
You can't grow if
does.
if you don't experience, challenges and change.
It'll make you experience,
Adversity. You have to
Adversity.
face adversity to grow.
Alone too.
yeah, you
Yes.
won't, obviously, you won't have mom and dad around. Mom and dad ain't gonna be around to take care of you.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have mom's cooking every night. You learn to take that stuff for granted real quick.
Oh yeah.
Real
Fuck.
quick. And it's like damn, and the bedroom that you grew up in your whole life,
Yeah.
all of a sudden gone.
Yeah.
I really see there's two paths. There's school and the military.
No, I don't think so.
That's what I see. I see two paths. I mean, you
All
could
right.
go straight into the workforce. You could do that, and if that's what
Yeah,
you're passionate
I mean-
about, you could. But if you want to,
I'd say you're right because even trade, for trades you even got to go to school.
I'm
So.
saying the way that the path that society and the world is going,
Mm-hmm.
that sort of that 9 to 5er, that keep your head down, that laborer,
It's going away,
that's going to be an endangered species, and
especially in the United
that's
States.
just
yeah.
the product of inevitability. That's of no one's. I mean, there are people to blame, but that's the it's inevitable.
Yeah, that's just progress.
Yeah.
Progress causes
Hey,
change. And that's
let me
one of
tell
the
you,
changes.
life's all about progression. And
Yeah.
everybody's living a life right now, and everybody's progressing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to think about it. Everybody got opinions nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
that's
always
a big thing.
It was always for me, if I wasn't going to if I wasn't going to school, or if I didn't have a goal to achieve something in school,
Yeah.
then I would have to join the military.
Yeah.
That was the alternate.
See, I had a choice with everything. You know, my parents support me with everything that I do 100%, you know, even more, you know. And, you know, it's kind of one of those deals where it got to the point where I was here and wasn't doing much.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't, you know, I was kind of just like, I don't want to go to school. Okay, no, I'm not going to go to school because I can't deal with school. And then it got to the point where I was like, I really need to do something. You know, there would be days off, you know, after I came back from Oregon and Utah. And, you know, my dad would be like, you know, he'd come home from work like, what'd you do today? I'm like, oh, not nothing. Like, what do you mean you didn't do nothing? Like, he you know, he's trying to get, you know, he's trying to get his, you know, I'm an only child, you know.
He's trying
to get his only son to progress in life and not live off of mom and dad for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You know, they have a life to live too, and, you know, you don't really realize it until, you know, finally you get older and you're like, man, like, I really need to do something and I really need to make this happen. And,
Yeah.
you know, finally it got to that point where I was just like, I really need to make this happen, and finally did.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I graduated boot camp, when I was standing there doing our passing review,
Yeah.
you know, to see my mom and dad on the top of the stage, I would say next to like winning like a dirt bike race when I was younger, you know, was probably one of the most like proud moments of like my life that like gave me like a little bit of like a choked up feeling of like, damn, like I did something right, and like they're pumped about it. You know what I mean? Like other than just dirt bikes, you know, and wrestling and stuff like that, you know,
Because you did this on your own.
Yeah.
Right, I did it on my own, you know, and they're just, you know.
Yeah, you've achieved something that is solely yours.
Right, exactly.
Nobody can take it away from you.
Right,
Nobody.
you know, and it's
but
cool.
even though it is yours, it's a product of their
efforts too. Yeah.
of their efforts.
Right.
Their blood,
And
sweat,
so
and tears, too.
it is also their reward.
Yeah.
So they share in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important for you to leave home.
Exactly.
So that way, all the
Even
effort,
it's always okay to go back. I've gone back.
Right.
It's always okay to go back. It's always okay to fail and to have setbacks. We all have those.
You know that.
But the important thing is that you keep moving to the next goal,
Yeah.
Right.
whatever that may be.
Mhm.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. You can't let one fail make your whole life a failure.
No.
Can't let that
That
happen.
makes you a spring chicken.
Yeah. You can't be a spring chicken.
Can't soar with eagles if you're spring chicken.
Joey, you can't hang out with the chickens and expect to soar with the eagles.
There you
but
go.
you know that.
That's
You been
one
done
step
know
away
that.
from a sun cat,
Or a crow.
a midnight crow,
Yeah.
Sam Crow.
Oh, Sam.
Speaking of Sam Crow, you know that new show's coming out? That new season?
Mayans?
Yeah.
What do you think of Mayans?
I haven't gotten all the way into it yet. To be 100% honest.
I'll be
I
hepatitis
saw
C
them-
later
I
before
saw-
it comes
I
out.
seen him chop off a Samoan dude's arm, and I was like, "Damn, that's."
The Samoan dude's arm.
I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up."
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
I was like, "Man, I want to see that."
So,
yeah.
what's it like in the military, man? How was those
Man,
those
boot
weeks
camp,
in boot camp?
boot camp was a hoot and holler and a good time. We
Is the stereotype of the drill sergeant being
No,
in your
no.
face berating you?
negative Ghost Rider.
It's a false perception.
Oh, super false. So the drill sergeant like mindset that people have is more or less like Army, Marines.
Oh, okay.
You get to like Navy, Air Force.
Coast Guard.
I don't know about Coast Guard.
They're important too.
I know, but you know, you do like, you know, Air Force and Navy.
Yeah.
You know, you get those when you first get to boot camp, you get yelled at. You know, you put your pants down at half mast.
Well, what's that?
Just your pants. You put your pants down at half mast.
What's that mean?
I don't know. They make you pull your pants down half-mast and turn them inside out. I don't know why. Your boxers are still on.
Are they checking you out? What are they doing?
No, they take the guys, and the guys do it, and then they take the girls, and the girls go away.
Well, what's the point of it?
I couldn't tell you.
That's the weird shit that makes me not want to join the military.
I just know as soon as you get there, and they separate the guys from the girls.
Yeah.
You know, you're in this like big, these big old hallways, right?
Yeah.
And there's all these, obviously your different flags for all, your different phonetic alphabet.
Yeah.
Don't step on the fucking flag. Don't step on the flag. You stand the fuck by, shit, mate. You getting fucked.
Are they on the floor?
Yeah, they're tiles. They're tiles and they're flags.
That's stupid. Why are they just take them off the floor?
That's kind of how I felt about it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Don't step on the flag. So
Sergeant, this don't make sense.
Yeah, well, they're not drill sergeants. It's petty officer, chief, or senior chief. I'm sorry, petty officer. I'm sorry, chief. But it was cool. Like once we got to our barrack, not our final barrack, but our first barrack where we all stayed in. Like we all kind of just dealt with each other. There was only probably a good 19, 20 of us that was there for the first day and a half.
Dang.
And then the other 50 to 60 came through after the little bit of us all got acquaintance together.
It's kind of a lot.
And then we started out with 88 and we graduated with 56.
Dang, so you had 30 people take stroll down a washout lane.
Hepatitis, see you later.
Dang. Did you know any of the people that washed out?
Oh, yeah.
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 Let me ask you this. The physical requirements.
Not that bad. Well, okay. When you're out of shape and in the old beer drinking mode, just doing 12-ounce curls, yeah. It definitely sucked. And especially at Freedom Hall, when that air is nice and thin.
Yeah.
Nice and thin. You get the old wheeze going, you've been done smoked some weed in your life.
Yeah.
Sorry, so what's the physical requirements to pass?
Mile and a half run.
At
my age, it's 13:45. At 18 years old, it's 12 minutes.
All right.
And then at my age, it's 38 push-ups and 42 sit-ups. And then at the young age, it's 50 sit-ups and it's 45 push-ups and 60 sit-ups.
In a minute or?
In 2 minutes. 2 minutes apiece. 2 minutes push-ups.
That sounds kind of cake, don't it?
Yeah, it is until you get into Freedom Hall and the air's all thin and you're like...
Okay. But at that point, you've been training,
Well, you got to do your initial PFA. And it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. Because when I went out and did it...
Well, that kind of just...
Your boy over here doing the run, I got to damn, I got 2 minutes left and I was already past my 13:45 and I was like, I'm going to fail it. I'm not doing too hot.
Yeah.
So I had to pick up the speed a little bit, out of breath.
It's all right to fail at that point.
Right. So at your initial, you have 16 minutes to pass it.
Okay.
You have 16 minutes to pass your mile and a half.
That's a little rough for me. That'd probably be the roughest. I'm slow.
A mile and a half. You have.
I'd have to put some work in.
Yeah. You have 16 minutes to pass a mile and a half. I got done in 14:25. And it was 10 people fail it. Yeah, 10 people fail it. If you fail your push-ups and fail your sit-ups, no big deal.
Yeah.
But if you fail your run...
Ooh, you're gone. Hepatitis C.
Washout lane.
Fucking forward, march, to the rear, 3 weeks. Yeah. So they got set back 3 weeks to get trained over just to be able to pass it again.
What do you mean trained over?
They had to get, work. You had to get work, put that work in for an extra 3 weeks. In another division.
They didn't graduate.
They didn't graduate with us.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had to do another 3 weeks at boot camp.
How many chances do you get before they're like, get the fuck out?
I think it's, you get your initial, and then you get 2 on your final PFA, and that's it.
So, understanding the degree of difficulty that you've passed it, knowing the athleticism and the fitness of us here, with the amount of training you had, do you think any of us would fail that work here now?
I could see Jose passing in and Erwin passing in. That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Not even me? Wow.
I can see Jose and Irwin passing in, and that's it.
What do you think? The run kills me, huh?
The run will kill you.
See,
The run won't kill me.
Wait until you get in the Freedom Hall.
that's 16.
I didn't think that run would kill me either. I was tore up from the floor up.
Dude, 16 minutes.
Dude, in a mile and a
That's
half?
a little rough.
In a mile and a half?
Dude, I'm able to run 2 miles in like.
Yeah,
13
but dude,
minutes.
we're in a valley. We're in a
That's
valley.
outside.
We're in a
Yeah,
valley.
get into some thin air.
When
Put an elevation mask on and do it.
It restricts
Yeah.
your breathing by like 70%.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, so
Actually, I don't think Irwin would be able to do it because his knees are torn up. His knees are.
you run on a track. You do fucking. It's 13
it's
laps
not-
on
it's
a
not
track.
like- it's not like
but
you
you
would.
still.
13 laps on a track? Oh, that's easy.
No, no.
Wait until you get into thin air. It's like putting an elevation mask on.
I'm about to join the Navy just to say that I did it. And
Okay. Okay.
I think that's no, it sounds rougher. I'm thinking Air Force.
Dude, it sucked. So I mean,
I'm thinking Space Force.
So obviously when we did our final PFA, yes, I mean that final PFA was a good time.
What'd you run?
I did so after that 14:35, I ended up doing 12:22 with 74 push-ups and 98 sit-ups.
Damn.
Yeah, so I ended up, I lost
Made it.
I lost a total of 19 pounds.
Damn.
I went from 174 to 153, something like that. Yeah, so it was cool.
You could cut weight, fight featherweight.
Yeah, I don't think so. My mom's checking to see if I need a ride. I don't need a ride, Mom.
Yeah, I think you're good.
I'm at the old podcast. We having a hoot and holler and a good time. Can't be too wild if we're sitting out here.
I know. Yeah, all we're doing is kicking it. So yeah.
But yeah.
Did you meet any interesting people?
Oh,
Any characters?
I
I know you can't say their names or anything, but
yeah, there's a couple of guys that were in our division from boot camp that were fucking clueless. Didn't understand that, we couldn't say shut up, because shut up's hurtful. So we had to say lock it up.
what?
You gotta lock it up. Yeah, people don't understand what fucking lock it up means, so they kept talking, and it's just like, God, shut your dirty whore mouth. And they just wouldn't do it. But at the same time, like me being 28 and those guys being 18,
10 years difference.
fresh youngsters, like, you're just like,
Yeah.
I kind of get it. Like, I kind of know why you're about as dumb as a $3 bill still. Like,
Because you know how it is.
Do you think you being older gave you
an advantage?
An advantage
Huge.
with the petty officers
Oh, yeah,
as
huge.
far as leadership positions?
They didn't never really mess with me. As soon as we got there, I started off as RPOC. Unfortunately, RPOC is the recruit chief petty officer. So basically, I was the leader of our division. I got sick. When you get sick, obviously you can't lead your division to chow or anything. So, I had to get kind of demoted from that, especially if I was SIQ, second quarters.
Yeah.
So they went through 2 or 3 other RPOCs, and they all sucked. And they finally went to Mikey, and old Mikey, this is my boy. He's from Chirac, old Chicago.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threw it down. Everybody called him House. That's his last name. Me being me, he was totally cool with me calling him Mikey. If anybody else called him Mikey, he wasn't. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Only Alvis gets to call me Mikey.
Yeah.
It was cool. We had a love-hate relationship. He hated the fact that I was always awake earlier than him in the morning, since it was his job to wake everybody up. But at the same time, like, I helped him out. So I went from RPOC to MA, Master at Arms, so which basically had control over everybody's like order, like shut your mouth, like you guys be quiet, stuff like that, lock it up. To head PO for a quick second, real quick.
Yeah.
And then from there to Forward Hold, which basically was like I maintained all the supplies, all the cleaning supplies. Everybody came to me. When it came to like cleaning the house and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then from there, we had a little debacle in our division, and Mikey ended up getting asthmaed.
What does that mean?
Unfortunately, he got sent back a couple of weeks because just some stuff that happened between him and some other recruit. Actually, it wasn't just him. There was a couple of other guys, but
You mean like
Mike,
fight?
no, just racist stuff.
Oh,
But Mikey being
shit.
Mikey, holding it down.
Yeah.
You know, he took rap for, all 5 other guys that were in it other than him, and I'm pretty happy about. Well, I'm not happy, but it makes me respect Mikey that much more.
Yeah, how he handled it.
Yeah, how he handled it. He made it happen, but unfortunately, we all had to pay for it. Our superiors came in, Lieutenant Lease, Lieutenant Griffin Duncan, Senior Chief Love, bunch of people from RTC, basically boot camp, came into our barrack, and they did a beating, which was about an hour, 2 hours of doing push-ups, doing jumping jacks, doing sit-ups, in and outs, 10 counts. Obviously we our chief and our petty officer just made us shower probably like 10 minutes prior. So we all showered, and then he told us to all get on the tow line, which is basically the line you all have to get on in a certain amount of time, and if you ain't there, then stand the fuck by, otherwise you're getting ready to get fucked up and get some workout in. So that kind of sucked. But other than that, I mean, it was cool. Boot camp was a good experience. Towards the end, we did a lot of cool stuff.
Like what?
We got to shoot firearms. We got to kind of do some battles against other divisions and stuff like that, which was cool. We were gold division, so we finished at the top of our class.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. But at the same time, it's kind of one of those deals where you just kind of you're kind of just there, and you're like, you're wondering, how other divisions are doing, and if we're not doing great, like, are we getting ready to be, like, our petty officers mad? Is our chief mad? Stuff like that. But it's cool. Like, we had the youngest RDCs, which is our recruit division commanders. One was 28, which was my age. Our chief was 32, and FC1 was 40, and we were his first push.
Oh shit.
Our second RDC, SH1 Martinez, he was our 6th push, and our chief, our first RDC, was his 4th push. So they haven't been through too many divisions, and I don't know if they say this all the time, but they were like, oh, you guys were our best division. We loved every single one of you guys, and what sucked is to watch when that whole racist thing happened between our division, to watch all of our petty officers and even chief just be devastated that they lost House, as our RPOC, 2 weeks before we graduated was devastating to him.
Damn.
Well, to all of them really.
So they all really cared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Except for
important.
the racist ones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say except for the racist ones. I mean, the one that happened to be the racist kid was they care less about him.
They didn't get any justice at all?
Dang.
No.
Dang.
Yeah. No justice.
Because House didn't, he took it for him or something?
Yeah, he held it down.
Oh, wow.
He did what Chirac always does. He's silent as can be and took the rap.
Yeah.
Made me realize, this dude will hold it down for you.
Yeah.
I feel bad. His orders were for San Diego. I don't know if his orders had changed ever since he got asthmaed, but you just kind of deal with it. You know, you got to keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep going. Just like we said earlier, you got to keep going. So where are your orders for? Where are you going now?
Well,
if you can say,
in America, the way that it's pronounced Yokosuka.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think that's, Yokosuka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, in Japan it's called Yokusuka. I don't know where they get the ya and the kuska from, but I tell you what, in America it's called Yokosuka. That's the way it's spelled and that's the way it looks like. But Yokusuka,
Yakuza.
I don't know where you get the A from the Y-O, and then the suka from the, the S-O.
That's how they say it. It's their word.
So, I ain't going to argue with them.
Yeah.
That's where you're heading?
Yokosuka, Japan.
Dang.
I was
Old
hoping you'd go to
CBN
Okinawa.
76. Ronald Reagan. I'll be there.
Dang.
Cooking it up. Your boy's a cook. Pretty excited. Trying to get qualified for the VBSS team.
I mean, you're going to be in the belly of the boat.
No, I'll be
No?
top side.
Oh, far
Top
out.
side of the boat. Yeah, I'm a deck below the air crew.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's where the galley is.
How's the food that you have to prepare? Is it good food?
Bomb.
It's bomb?
Bomb.com. Our test.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy had to, hit the old surf and turf for our test. I'm showing my one muscle right now. I got it.
So you had to make a steak and lobster?
Yep. Senior chief.
Dang.
And you nailed it?
Chief warrant officer.
Dang.
Both chiefs.
Nailed it?
Nailed it.
I didn't know we had a guy
What were the
Fieri.
side dishes?
Oh, God. They had
Mashed taters?
a pimento and, what was it? Pimento and something. Oh, pimento and corn. They did all kinds of random stuff. But, yeah, it was bomb.
That's
Came out
sick.
good. I got good reviews. Me and Johnson. Johnson's actually going to sub school right now.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to my boy Johnson from Porterville, California.
Dang. He's from Porterville?
So you're going to go to culinary school after?
No, I already went.
Yeah, but you're going to go after the Navy. You're going to keep going. Go to culinary school.
Are you going to become
I'll
like
do-
a 5-star chef?
I'll do like advanced
sous
culinary. No, advanced culinary. I could do like ice sculpting and stuff.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's
What?
wild.
That doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Ice
Well, no,
sculpting?
That's high-class shit, dude.
Culinary?
Yeah.
As in eating ice?
No, as in like you have like a big like ward meeting and they want like a big old piece of ice like sculpted, and it's one of those deals where we had a blowout just now. We had a blowout.
Say that.
And
we had a fucking radioactive leak, Chernobyl.
and
Chernobyl. Hey, you can't be taking that radiation to Japan.
it's already there.
Yeah, there's more radiation over there than
We
there is
already
here.
had radiation.
Yeah.
So it just depends. I have to go back to Fort Lee to go do that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's kind of where.
Dang. So
Well-
what's your favorite dish to create, to make?
Spam.
Fucking Hawaiians.
I love spam.
I know. I would say probably. I'd probably say oven roasted chicken.
Oven roasted chicken?
Yeah.
Why is that the easiest thing, or is it the best
No, it's
tasting?
just I know how to hook some shit up.
What?
Do a little and a little bit of
That's the most basic of chickens. Oven roasted.
Oh, it's bomb. Came
Is
out
it?
fire.
You got the AA herbs and spices.
Secret herbs and
Some
spices.
coriander. Some cumin.
Some secret herbs and spices.
Sage.
Some blenders.
Some paprika,
Some blenders.
some dill.
I'm good at it. I'm good at it. But yeah, no,
Lemon
it's,
pepper.
can't tell you.
It's a
secret.
Navy secret.
It's a secret.
That sucks.
But yeah, no, it came out.
Dang,
good.
you're gonna hook it up on Thanksgiving then. When you're
I
back.
ain't coming home for Thanksgiving.
Well, I know that. Whenever you're back for Thanksgiving. Whenever
I
you're
will.
back in the years to come, when you're like 31.
Shoot, I'll come out. I'll come visit old Quinn before I come visit y'all. I know that.
Yeah, it's true. You'll be
About
closer
to
to
go
Quinn.
see his Polynesian wife.
Hmm.
You know, he gonna have like 6 kids.
That nervous laugh.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be there in October.
I'll be there in October.
Halloween, brother.
It'll be a good time.
On the Waikiki Boardwalk. You know, see, because I do consider the military as a viable option, but I know
I
for
do
sure the running, I'd have to work on that.
It's not bad. It's really not that bad once you get it done.
Yeah, once you get it in a little bit better.
I've lost a good amount of weight.
Yeah, you look good.
If I started running like that, I'd probably lose a lot more.
Yeah, you would.
Because I've lost 20 pounds since you've been gone.
Really?
Yeah, see, and I lost 20 pounds since I've been gone.
You know what I do? I walk and I run every day, and I eat yogurt every morning. Because what I learned was that I learned more about probiotics and the biome inside your body and how important that is.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I was just eating,
You're wild.
Junk food. I'm here at lunch. We got McDonald's, we got Taco Bell, we got Little Caesars,
Mountain Mike's,
Jimmy
B's.
Yeah. But you get some of that yogurt, some of that granola in you.
Yeah.
Maybe some blueberries in the morning.
All through boot camp, you know what I ate?
What?
Salads and fish.
I tell you what, man. If I
fish.
If I could fry some spam in the morning.
God, Jesus Christ. You and spam.
Spam and rice.
You're gonna fry spam? I don't think that's healthy. Is that healthy?
No. What?
That's how you eat spam.
Yeah, I mean, your goal is to lose weight. Why would you eat spam?
Because spam's a good version of meat.
Fried spam.
Yeah. Either way, I don't know.
Fried spam is...
It'll fill you up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Spam and rice will fill you up, man. It's fuel for hours.
It is.
That's weird.
Indeed.
I don't know.
And plus, I like the way it tastes, man. Fuck off.
Well, I'm just asking. I've never eaten spam.
It's great. I mean, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
I don't know. In my household, and I know a lot of like Mexican American households, you gotta have beans, rice, and ground turkey meat. And that's the go-to.
See, mine's scrambled eggs and rice.
That's pretty good.
And I mix them both together. Maybe some bacon or some linguiça sauce.
My household's potatoes, bacon, and eggs, and that's it.
That's
diced potatoes.
Still bomb.
Or hash browns.
Diced.
Sick.
It's actually more.
Spicy?
It's actually more cubed with onions.
Yeah. A little spicy.
No spicy.
No spicy.
No, I get down on just a straight up breakfast skillet.
Yeah.
Just peppers, onions, potatoes, and eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a chef. Do you have to prepare any breakfast shit for people?
Yeah. Omelets, scrambled eggs, scrambles.
Dang.
Over medium, sunny side up. Those are fucking weird people that want sunny side up. That's more like officer shit. You
Yeah.
You get all
That's
kinds
a
of
luxury.
Yeah, you get all kinds of random.
Yeah, that's a luxury. I'm more a scramble guy.
Like that.
Have you made food for your parents while you've been back?
The first day I came back,
You threw down?
I threw it down for the underground. Made them a scrambled onion and tomato egg with bacon.
What'd they say? Were they like, dang, double egg?
I don't know. They probably sucked it down. I was like, yeah, it's all right.
Nah.
Really good. But at the same time, they didn't die and they didn't wake up sick, so I can't be too mad about it.
No, that's good. Yeah. That's what's important, right?
That is.
In the military, that's what's important.
That is important. You got to keep nobody sick alive.
Yeah. Just make food that won't get people sick and you'll be fine. Doesn't
Right.
have to taste good, just don't get them sick.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What else you got going on in the future besides your music? What else you got going on?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to Sac State in the fall. I'm going to be possibly...
Stingers out.
Most likely, I'm going to be studying abroad in Sweden for 6 months, so that'll be fucking cool. Next spring. The podcast is still going to be going on during that whole time. Now, that's not going to end, which is going to be really interesting. Aside from music and the podcast...
Is there any changes, big things happening with the podcast? Big updates?
Yes.
I feel like I should know more.
Big updates
But
about the podcast. We are doing 2 live streams in August.
Whoa, live stream.
Live streams. They're going to be filmed. They're going to be on YouTube.
Whoa.
And one is the Spider-Man debate. My friend Jake Jonah Jameson Phillips, he is going to debate for why Tobey Tugboat Maguire is the best Spider-Man, and I am arguing for why Tom Holland is the best one. Tommy Boy himself. Well, not himself.
That's not much of an argument.
I know, really, right? It's not. because Tom Holland's obviously the best one. But yeah, so but people are going to be able to call into that one and like actually debate us too if they want to.
Wow.
So it's going to be very interactive. It's going to be really fun. And then the second live stream I have, I'm going to have my friends eat hot wings. So like, have you guys seen Hot Ones?
Yeah.
So like that while they're playing a D&D session. So they're going to be dying, having to like fight off fucking like goblins and shit. It's going to be hilarious.
That sounds terrible.
It's going to be so funny. I can't wait for that. So I'm just trying to do more interactive stuff, honestly. But yeah, I have some guests lined up in September. Have a big guest in October that I'm really excited about. Can't talk about it yet, but I'm really pumped for it.
You got a YouTube channel now?
The YouTube channel will be up by the time this episode is out for everybody. So yes, I will say yes, I do. It is... Yeah, just type in the Closers Podcast on YouTube and you should be able to find it. You know our logo, so just fucking look for that.
Will all the previous episodes be uploaded too as well, Marco?
Yes, I will upload every episode to the YouTube channel prior to the live streams. So if your preferred method of listening to the podcast, or is any podcast, is YouTube for some reason, you can listen to them on YouTube.
I'm going to be honest, that's my preferred way.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Is
feel
that
like-
weird? Is
yeah,
that weird?
because there's like video attached. And
But
like,
I don't watch it. I'm not a on the go kind of podcaster. Our podcast listener.
you're a more like...
I'm like a sit and chill. Like I'm usually doing multiple things.
Oh, I see. I feel it. I don't know. I've been lagging on the whole YouTube thing just because I felt like, well, people, it's audio.
And it's
you know,
just so
like-
it's just so accessible as YouTube. It's accessible.
I guess, yeah. You don't have to download anything because
Yeah.
YouTube comes installed already.
I mean,
on, like,
it's
a lot of
it's
phones.
the search engine.
Right?
It's the
Yeah.
Google search engine of videos.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I don't. The only podcast I listen to on
It's the
YouTube
People's
is the
Network.
Bill Burr podcast. That's it. But that's just me though. But yeah, no. So all the episodes will be up by the time this has happened. I'm gonna be working on that. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Those are the big things happening, and more. There will be more things to come, and I can't wait to share. But there'll be a time and place for that. Right now, it's all about my man Double A. But let's see. I think we're about that. It's about that time. We got about like 5 minutes. Or are you trying to call it? Yeah. All right.
Closing
Yeah.
sentiments
I think it's about that time.
for closing remarks.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of closing remarks because Aaron, I don't think I'm going to see you again after this for a minute, a long minute.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Well, yeah. Just everybody say their piece. Say
Yeah.
what's on their mind. Leave people with what they want to hear.
I'll go first, and then you guys can close it out. The closers can close it out. The true closer.
I guess Aaron will have to go last.
Yeah,
He'll
Aaron,
have
you
to
gotta
close it.
you
gotta
gotta
take
close it.
home.
You gotta close it. All right, so I'll just say, Aaron, thanks for being there for me through a lot of stuff and being like a role model of sorts when at the store. You helped me out a lot, more ways than you know, and I appreciate you a lot. So it's really cool to see you succeed and do what you want to do. It's fucking awesome. So I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I didn't know it was that kind of closing.
Well, I
remarks.
thought that's what you were talking about.
Well,
You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, you don't got to do all that.
You
but-
ain't got to do all that.
I'll just say, you're on your own adventure and you're getting after it, and that's all that counts. And I don't need to say nothing else because I know you'll do it. Otherwise, for everyone else listening, just
Speak up.
just try to be kinder to people. You know, sometimes I think there's just too much wrong in things, too much bad stuff going on. You know, I think if people sometimes just gave each other maybe a smile and a how you do, a lot of things would be better. So just think about that next time when, someone cuts you off in the parking lot or someone takes the last candy bar at the grocery store. Think about that and just be kinder to each other. And that's the last thing I want to say.
Okay, that's perfect. I know you'll be on before you leave. We're gonna make a note of that. You're gonna be on one of the closing out the weeks.
Just be kinder to each other.
Okay, Mark Ruffalo. All right.
I think everybody that's listening, or who does listen, don't be afraid to take chances. You know, it's tough to live through an opportunity that you never took. You know, you can't hang out with chickens and expect to soar with eagles. A wise man once said, you know, took him out into the water, you know, and he wanted to succeed. And he took that other guy, he held him down deep under the water, about drowning him, and he brought him up. And the guy said to the wise man, you know, I thought you wanted to succeed, you know, and the you know, the guy said he couldn't breathe. I think it might have been vice versa. You know, I think the guy said, you know, I wanted to breathe, and the old guy said, you know, I thought you wanted to breathe. And he brought him up, put him back down, and he brought him up again. And he said, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you know, then you'll be successful.
Dang.
You know, it might have went in a little different way, but it sounded good in my head when I said it. You know.
Well, no, that makes sense.
Just a second ago, but
yeah,
you got to make things happen. You know, things ain't gonna happen. Things aren't gonna be handed to you unless you're born into something that's, you know, made to happen for you.
Yeah.
Really.
Say this: you can't spell Japan without double A.
Yes! Yeah! Hell yeah! This has been the Closers Podcast. Make sure to follow us on at the Closers Podcast on Instagram and at Closers Podcast on Facebook. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll catch you next week. See ya.